hello to you. Excuse me. Long time no see, no hear. I was hit by a nasty bug a few weeks ago and it's really laid me low, but on the mend now, so I'm going to do a quick video around the garden. I won't go into too much detail. Anyway, that's a honeysuckle that is the front of the house. That never sees the sun, but it's going to flower very shortly, and I hope to do another video in I don't know, a couple of weeks' time or something. Anyway, that rose there is the pilgrim, and it's doing exceptionally well this year. So that will give us a lovely show, I'm sure, in due course. And I've got some nice shoots coming down a bit lower this year, so we'll get a few flowers lower down too. But yeah, that's coming on very nicely. Let's have a walk on. As I say, I won't spend too much time boring you today. Let's have a look through here. There is more of the pilgrim up there, and then it runs into, well, let's move on a bit, and then it runs into Madame Alfred Carrier. I'll show you that in a minute. Here we have Open Arms, and Open Arms is doing really well this year. I think in the past I probably haven't given it enough water. It's in a tub down there, because this time of the year usually I get some of the lower leaves on each little branch of leaves, they turn yellow, but this year it's coming on nicely and there's lots of little flower buds coming, so I think that will be very nice. A few plants here and there all coming on, but we'll keep it simple today. Let's have a look. Yeah, there's a few things going on in the greenhouse, looking to find new homes. A few bits and pieces. Anyway, we'll move on. This is the back end of the generous gardener, but anyway, let's move on. So please excuse any mess, nothing new I know, but I've actually done nothing in the garden now for 3 weeks, maybe a month, nothing. So everything has had to look after itself. Syl's done most of the watering. I did do a bit myself yesterday, but anyway, there's so much colour. I missed all the daffodils, but we've got some tulips now. So we'll just have a general look around. You can see, as I say, I won't go into too much detail. It takes too long. So there's some lovely tulips there. Yep, they're doing okay. That is the generous gardener in the corner. And that's coming on nicely, and next to it here is Strawberry Hill, and obviously that's proving to be a very popular rose. Obviously it's only young, only went into the ground this autumn. This rose here, I really don't know what it's called because it was here when we came 20 years ago. Obviously another hydrangea, and behind it there I have planted a compassion. That was a little cutting I took, so that went in the ground this autumn. Okay, there's a clematis coming along. All right, we've got some more lovely tulips. Never sees the sun. Now this rose is Ghislaine de Feligonde, and actually that's looking okay this year. Sometimes the leaves don't actually look that green, so perhaps I'm doing something right this year. Who knows? Anyway, a bit more colour. Got a hosta there, stuff. Anyway, we'll move on. Just have a little look down the garden. Missed Madame Alfred Carrier. Wow, how could I do that? Anyway, she's all along there, looking good. And if anybody looked at the video back in the autumn when I pruned it, you'll see how it's grown since then. But yeah, it's coming along well. There's lots of buds coming on that, so it won't be too long before it flowers. Anyway, let's move on. So we've cut the lawn this morning, and there's a little acer, looking good. Let's move on. Here we've got some more tulips. Yep, they're looking nice. Obviously another hydrangea. And there we've got the flowering quince. And that really does, it's looking really, really nice. Oh, the bees are on it as well. That's good. That's climbing iceberg up there. This is blush noisette. coming along nicely, and I can see there's some flower buds coming. This is old blush china, and you can see there's flower buds there. That rose over there it's a Peterbilt's rose. What's it called? I've forgotten offhand. Let's move on. That is pink flower carpet down there. That's always late. I have actually got 2 new roses there. What does that one say? Oh, that's the paler shade of white, and then there's a rhapsody in blue. Anyway, they're coming along. So anyway, that rose that I couldn't remember the name, it's rural England, and there's another one here. So they're coming along okay. Down here, I don't know whether you can see it. That actually is a Gertrude Jekyll, and it doesn't see much sun, as you can see. Here we are now about, I don't know, 1:30, 2 in the afternoon. So it's I'm not being terribly fair to it, but never mind. Let's see how it gets on. This rose here, well, this is whatever it is. Can't think today, can't be bothered. This is for your eyes only. That's coming along nicely. That's Phyllis Bide. There's 2 of those, one round the corner. More roses, not roses, tulips. Obviously some tulips going to come out there. This is Altissimo, and yeah, you can see that she's budding up nicely, looking good and healthy. So that should do nicely this year. Behind it over there we've got Summertime, which is a bit of an animal, but anyway, does repeat well, doesn't have much of a scent. This one here is another Peterbilt's rose. Let's have a look, forgotten its name. Let's have a look. Yeah, Queen's Jubilee. Never does a lot, but in actual fact this year it's looking better than it's looked for a long time. Another blush noisette, and obviously the buds are coming. That's going to do well. Some nice tulips down there. As I say, we've missed all the daffodils, but all right, there's some nice aside there. They're lovely. This is a very, very quick video because that's it. That's Compassion up there. That's doing well. This Aloha here, it's never done that well, so I'm not quite sure whether it's going to stay. And I'll tell you why in a minute. There's another thingamajig there, another rose there. Oh, that's called Meg. Bit slow getting going. Over there you've got New Dawn Pink, and it goes around the corner. Well, that's another new rose there. I've got several new roses this year, so let's see how they do. Actually, those 2 there, let's have a look. Can I get them on there? Not very well, let's go around the corner. These 2 here, that one there is another rose, that's Harlow Carr, and this one at the front is a cutting. And it's funny how it's more, I mean, it's been there, I don't know whether I put that there last autumn, I can't remember. And anyway, that's more advanced than the mother. The mother had a lovely shoot coming off there, and I get foxes climbing over everything, and they've obviously knocked it off, which is a great shame. Anyway, as I say, there's New Dawn, looking good, coming on very nicely. A bit of colour there. Now then, I said I was, excuse me, as far as the Aloha goes, what I have got, I mean, I've got a young blush noisette there, but I'm not sure where that'll go. I always seem to have a spare one of those. But I have got 2 supposedly climbing Gertrude Jekylls. Now, I think that the Aloha will perhaps have to go. I haven't told it yet, but I think it'll probably have to go. And these, one or other of these 2 climbing Gertrude Jekylls might go there, but also this other rose in the corner, which is called Nice Day. Again, got a bit of a question mark over it, but it's doing well at the moment. So whether that stays or whether it goes, I don't know. It's in a pot down there. We'll see. So as I say, it's just a quick whistle stop tour, but I have got another rose coming along that I want to show you. Well, I've got several actually, but let's have a look. I mean, down here, there's a new rose there. I won't bother you with the names till they sort of come out. There's another one there, and there's another one there. In actual fact, there's another one over here. So we've got a few new roses. There's another one there. As you see, I've done no deadheading, no nothing. So plenty to do. Anyway, let's have a look over there. Oh look, primroses. They look nice. Let's have a look at you. Oh yeah, lovely. Right, let's move on quickly. Okay, a couple of hydrangeas, bits and pieces. But what I did want to show you is this fig. Now, you can see there's lots of little figlets coming this year, which is unusual. Don't usually get very many. And also, I don't usually manage to keep them. They all sort of drop off. But, you know, this year they're there. So I will do my best to keep them, but anyway, we'll see. But what I did want to show you was this rose here. Now this rose is called Celine Forestier. It's an old-fashioned rose, has a lovely little yellow. It's another noisette rose, and it has a lovely little yellow flower. Smells gorgeous. I only put it in the pot there. I think I'd put it in there last autumn. No, probably. Well, yeah, I think I did. I'd have to look it up. But anyway, I've got it. It did well last year, so it's actually got a lot of buds on. Last year, yeah, it was there because I remember now. And if anybody remembers, it actually got mildew, and it was a bit of a job. It came with mildew, and it was, you know, it just suffered. Well, this year, like one or two others, I am actually using sulphur rose, and at the moment, it's looking really good. And it's got a lot of little buds coming, so I've got high hopes for that. So let's step back and have a look at it. Anyway, that's just about it for today. As I say, just a quick whiz round for myself and for you. And that's Madame Alfred Carrier up there again. And, you know, that's it. Okay. What else can I show you? Nothing really. I'll just do a slow whiz round. More colour. But as I say, please forgive the fact that I haven't actually done anything in the garden for a little while. But everything is now on the mend. As I say, I just picked up a really nasty bug, and it didn't do me any good at all. It really knocked the stuffing out of me. So anyway, I think that's probably about it for today. So I'll say bye-bye. See you again soon.